Hello and welcome, dear friends and family of the Gnostic Takeover, whose burden I've been carrying for the best part of, it's not a burden, however, I've been carrying the load that normally would also be held and carried by Errol Kaya too. I've been doing that all on my own for like 6 weeks now. And it's quite a challenge. And days like yesterday and also today, just before I hopped on this live call, some doubts in my mind were creeping in as to because it's sort of, the Gnostic Takeover is at a phase right now where it's make or break time. And I know that it's only going in one direction. It's make and break. It's breaking down right now, but for the better. What I mean by that is that everything, according to the laws of the universe that are contained within the wisdom of the Hermetic principles, everything is in constant fluctuation and constant transformation. That's a fact. That's what we get from the principle of vibration. Everything vibrates and continuously transforms. And we only get the illusion of solidity and things always being the same, nothing ever changes, when in actual fact everything is always changing. And yeah, right now I sometimes get a little bit overwhelmed with carrying the Gnostic Takeover message on my own. I'm just going to make that statement because I'm just going to share this in all honesty, because the Gnostic Takeover was never meant to just be one man conveying the message. And I think that's a signal that Errol Kaya is going to be with us very soon again. Because I've been doing I would say, a pretty good job the last few weeks. Handling things on my own, also having Liz with me, and we're working through a lot of things right now together, which is pretty amazing. And what I can say is that with the absence of Errol, I've really come into my power strongly by applying the knowledge that I learnt in the Law for Mankind, and even taking that a step further, because I'm going to share openly that I only finished 3 of the 10 courses of the Law for Mankind. That will be pretty shocking, for I was the one who recommended the course to a lot of the people in the community. They've probably finished the course, whereas I only completed level 3 from 10. Which doesn't surprise me, because I am a natural information alchemist. I do not want to stick just with the knowledge of the Law for Mankind, but I like to alchemize the information and connect it to other information that draw my attention and set up something completely new and something completely different. So I'm just going to go on the record and say that the law for mankind is absolutely brilliant, and it's an amazing resource that I can only highly recommend to everyone. However, I see a different way of doing things and doing it more efficiently, to alchemize that information and put like the basic components of law, of natural law, and how that can be used when decoding the matrix and decoding the Wetiko matrix, and to truly act in a sovereign manner. That's what I'm working on right now, to transform all of that. That's why I was quite happy to just do it my way, not anyone else's way. I took what's good from the law for mankind. However, I found out that I'm going to do it my way, to connect all of that information with what I know about Wetiko, with what I know about natural law, and especially combining that with what I'm being taught by plant medicine. And this is what I want to speak about today, is plant medicine and the power of it. And I'm just going to say this right off the get-go, because plant medicine is taking me right now, by, well, it's the one and only teacher that I have right now, are the forces of ultimate power, which is the plant kingdom. It's a very high level of intelligence, and not only the plant kingdom, but what you also learn from Errol is also the crystal kingdom, the mineral kingdom. It's just forces of nature. Okay, let's say it like that. However, I can only be absolutely honest, as you know. I'll always share openly. You've seen me in angry states here before, where would I reflect now, where I'm in a much calmer state and much more centered. I overdid there at times. However, for example, the free flow of sadness is something I think is very powerful, very important, which I will continue to do. So you've seen me in many states, and today I am getting basically the plant medicine that I'm working with is telling me that I should, and already I'm making a much more difficult thing of it than it actually is, but the plant medicine is telling me to ask my community for help. We need your help right now. Okay, I want to be doing a live stream meditation again in the next couple of days. Definitely, I've been doing some great meditation work with Liz also today. After the meditation, some pain came up with me, which was the reason why I came onto this live stream to speak with you. However, the plant medicine right now is telling me that I need to ask for help from the community. And right now, as I keep saying, the most important help you can give to the Gnostic Takeover is just to be a part of the Gnostic Takeover. Just to join in the community however often you feel like that. As I keep saying, we'll always be here for you, and we'll always do content. However, right now, I'm asking you for help also. I have to, because otherwise I would be lying to myself, and everything that I'm working on right now, which the most important first is to get Errol Kaya to be a free man again, to get him out of prison where the mafia has been keeping him for the best part of 6 weeks, as well as getting Leonie back to her mother. These are the most important things. However, I need to look for the details and get the basics right. And that means that I'm asking the community for help right now. Anyone who can give financial support by either becoming a Patreon supporter or giving a donation, that will be greatly appreciated, because that gives me an opportunity to ask for help. Because anything that I do because I love doing what I'm doing. This is a special community here that we've got going, and the Gnostic Takeover is a very, very, very special project that is 100% dedicated into taking this planet back. So the planet is 100% governed by plant medicine, the plant kingdom, and that mankind receives the instructions of the plant kingdom, which is not only based on doing what the plant kingdom tells us to do, but it's a two-way communication. It's a system of intelligence, the way nature communicates, and nature is now connecting to mankind again, and I'm one of the pioneers that is pioneering this form of holistic intelligence. In case anyone has ever wondered why it is that you don't hear the sort of information that you hear here on the Gnostic Takeover anywhere else, it's because Errol Kaya brought ancient shamanism back to share it with mankind. And I'm so proud, and I'm blessed with being one of the first human beings to have been given this sort of initiation into plant medicine by Errol Kaya. And that's what I'm sharing with you. This is where you see all of our life's mission comes together here. Not only do you take back the planet, but you create the life of your dreams by listening to the information that I share with you. For I do not, I try to deviate as little as possible from the main points, because the earth was in danger, and I specifically emphasize the point about was, past tense. The earth was in great danger of being invaded by AI, artificial intelligence, the Wetico matrix, forces of limitation, the Archon vampire empire, the involutionary force, the invading force, however you want to call it, the reptilians, also with greys, Archons. Their plans of invading Earth have been halted. And I can only speak from the actions that we here at the Gnostic Takeover have taken. And I've got so much information to share with you, it's quite unbelievable. So this is an ongoing operation. However, right now is a very crucial time because the Gnostic takeover, ever since Errol has left, it has been expanding, growing organically, beautifully. When me and Errol got back together in November 2021, for everyone who is not aware of that, me and Errol point between the beginning of June 2021 till November 2021, nearly half a year, me and Errol were separated. We were divided, and our paths, we took different paths for that time, because that was also needed for our growth. However, it was also specifically designed that way because the satanic network divided me and Errol to see each other as enemies, which we aren't. And we've come through many trials and jubilations to arrive at the point we're at right now. And with the ceremony that we did, ayahuasca and datura ceremony, 2 ceremonies, on the 10th, 11th, from the 10th to the 11th of February, and the 12th to the 13th of February. They were so powerful, and you can watch the video where we explain what happened during that ceremony and our perception at the time of what this ceremony was all about. Underneath in the description, you can watch that. And what we basically did with that ceremony was we freed the plant medicine from the grips of the demiurge, Wetiko Matrix virus. We freed the plant medicine, ayahuasca and datura, from the grips of the demiurge and its agents. And what happened after that? When you do a thing like that, there's going to be repercussions. And 4 days later, Errol is gone, taken. At the first opportunity, they took him out. Next thing I know, I'm breaking down, crying my heart out. Because of course, I miss Errol, and I'm like, what's going to happen next? So I tried what I tried. Straight away, inside a week, I sent a notice to the man who at times acts as director of the organization that took Errol. And the next thing that happens is they break our door in at our home and take Leonie. So there's only me and Liz left, 2 people left now. Big shock that happened there. Me and Liz have not been home anymore. We just moved somewhere else to stay temporarily in order to be able to stay flexible, to be in the public. Because during that time where that happened, when someone breaks in to your door and you have the police showing up there wanting to arrest me also for not wearing a muzzle, we were traumatized and we needed to have a safe space and a space to heal that. And we weren't going to do that in our home, because breaking down our door and all that left a big scar in our hearts, especially about trust. Trust in that it's even that we're doing the right thing here. So I kept going here all this time, making videos and doing lives with less people. I know from after the ceremony, we did a live, me and Errol, we had up to 70 people. Right now we've got 14. And it doesn't matter to me because I do what is the right thing to do. I do what I do, no matter what. The only one I work for is the one and only highest source, the one and only truth, which is the same that the plant kingdom serves, and that is the same that ayahuasca and datura serve. I don't have a boss. The working relationship, the friendship, and the learning relationship that I have with ayahuasca and datura cannot be described as boss and whatever relationship. We learn from each other. It's symbiosis, is how the plant kingdom works. And you just listen. They choose you because you have an open mind. They choose you when you let go of your addictions and you say, fuck them. I don't need that anymore. So I've not drunk any alcohol for more than half a year. I stopped eating meat. I stopped smoking. I stopped all of that. And I can sit here right now and tell you that the medicine work is the most important work that I've ever done in my entire life. And I'm so thankful to be serving those forces, because the way they teach humanity, the way they teach mankind, I'm a natural teacher and I have to cry how beautiful, how moral the plant kingdom is, how moral, how these fields of consciousness are just as only interested in the truth like I am. I can't tell you how much that means to me. And I have so much humility for that intelligence, which is why I learn every day, which is why every time you switch on here, you learn something new. And the mind always wants to keep you guessing and wants to keep you distracted and never ever come to the place of true gnosis and the way of Gnosticism, which is recognize the truth, know the truth, know thyself, and realize that the most important thing you can be doing right now is to work on your perception and tune your perception to the truth and heal. And remember that you don't have to bother about all of the distractions in the outside world, the insanity asylum, all of the distractions of the alternative media. They're doing this, they're doing that, and now they're doing this, now they're doing that, and it's all hopeless and we're all going to die. But we're not going to say that because we want to keep you entertained, don't we? So what happened to the truckers, huh? What happened to the marches for freedom in London and the people rising finally? Yeah, that's all part of it. I'm not against demonstrations. In actual fact, I was part of, for 1 year, at demonstrations. Nearly every single demonstration here in Austria. I was there. I was speaking there also. But then I move on. You see, this is the difference. Most people, they stay stuck. And then they want to wake other people up. And it's the others, that still have to wake up. Like, plant medicine tells you it's all about you and your healing. That's why I love them. Draws them right back to you. And it tells you, all right, you've got a satanic pedophile network that has infiltrated all organizations in the world, especially all the alternative media is controlled. So no one ever challenges the structure of the demiurge. Takes over. Like actually believes in oneself and says, screw all of you. I'm the one that is here to take over. And I'm going to do it with I'm going to do it with my family. I'm going to do it with mankind. Man and woman. Both equal. So absolute respect. I'm going to take over. Fuck all of you. I don't believe in any organization. I don't believe in any institution to do it for me. No, I don't want to be informed. What's going on? They're doing this, they're doing that. Bullshit. It's all nonsense. I trust the process. I know I'm here to awaken in the dream and take over. Be in charge, be the boss. Tell the mafia, I am the boss. Speaking. I'm replacing the demiurge. Who the fuck is he? Can't face me. Have you ever seen Satan show up? No, because he's too fucking afraid of you. That's the truth. This is where we need to get to. This is why we're here. And the way we get to that level of consciousness is through the use of plant medicine. And it will show up for you when the time's right, just as it did with me. In actual fact, we will be, and we have got the responsibility to share the medicine with mankind. And that's what we will do. Everyone listening to this here, we will come. We will always be here because my word is my bond. And you have my word that I'm here for real. I'm not here to bullshit anyone. There is no hope of dope, the dopamine, the hopamine sort of flash that you need. It's like, Dad, no fakeness here. I'll always be here. Sometimes we laugh together. Sometimes we cry together. Sometimes we can get angry together. At least we'll do it together. And grow up. Show all of them what mankind's really all about. All the jackasses that speak trash about our species. I don't care if you think, oh, human beings are just meant to be slaves, and look at them how they obey. Fuck you. Oh, look how blind the masses are. Fuck you. Oh, look, they just don't get it that 9/11 was an inside job and the great... Fuck you. It's all the wow, wanting to wake other people up when the only one who needs waking up is you and me. We need to wake up. That's the message of plant medicine. And yes, sometimes I do get excited. And when you're still listening to this and you've not switched off because you think I'm full of shit and who the fuck does he think he is, congratulations, you've passed the test. Because, again, the Gnostic takeover is not here for your entertainment. You can make it like that. It's here to move the species. To get everyone up to speed. right now, I'm speaking from a place where I am outside of the matrix. I know that because I know that. I know actually how things work. From the micro level into the macro level. 13 years of hard work. Information alchemy. High-level quality information that cleanses your perception from all of the mind viruses that are put into you subconsciously that you don't even recognize when you watch a video of Max Igan, when you watch a video of David Icke. And other people just talking, they're doing this, they're doing, yeah, what the fuck are you doing, huh? That's the whole question we need to ask. That's what plant medicine tells us. Oh, yeah, really? Oh, yeah. Dark forces having an agenda. Oh, it's called Agenda 2030. Yeah, yeah, the Satanists. Yeah, they run the pedophile networks. They run all the criminal drug empires. They run all the guns, and they run all the criminal enterprise in the world. Yeah. So on the higher level, it's the field of Wetiko. Yeah, you're right. Steve likes talking about it. It's pretty fucking important, isn't it? It's not Satan as an entity per se. It's actually a field, a matrix that's much better described as a Wetiko matrix, a mind virus that infiltrates your mind first and foremost. You think those thoughts you're thinking are yours? You think that's air you're breathing now? Question again. See the world for what it truly is and transform the world through transforming the self. Become the boss. Tell them they're fired. Yeah, they run all the drug empires, they run the cartels, they run human trafficking, they run the business with blood. They're vampires. They suck off human energy like a battery, like was portrayed in the Matrix. They rape and kill children at a scale that is unimaginable, which is the reason they get away with it. Because no one wants to contemplate that level of horror. Not only did I contemplate it, I slayed it. I was prepared each step at a time by plant medicine, and then I showed up at the doors of hell, in the house of hell, of the high priest of Satanism, who I can say now is nothing in comparison to what I am. True power. They're nothing. I was there. I got to know the guy that's an AI machine. Freaking out because I saw the shit through him and how he works his matrix as a high priest of Satanism, working for the demiurge in this realm, manipulating from the background level of this matrix. I was there in his fucking living room. And we slayed him. And now, after many months of having to deal with attack after attack after attack, suddenly the attacks have died off from him and his little bitch witches and his little bitch boy black magicians. They are all nothing. Because I've learned that from plant medicine. We're in a very different time now. We don't have to fear these anymore. Now we know that they ran the world and all of the criminality, the crime syndicate. Well, what the fuck are you going to do about it? That's the ultimate question, isn't it? And I'm doing something about it every single day, and that's why I say this here is dedicated to your initiation into your powers. How to get there. Healing childhood trauma and traumatization in general. And seeing the field of Wetiko that even the high priest of Satanism is puppeteered by the field of Wetiko. However, I'm talking, when Wetiko's here puppeteering, I'm talking about what puppeteers Wetiko. And those are forces of ultimate power in the form of ayahuasca and datura, which we freed from the grips of the Wetiko, the demiurge Wetiko matrix. We freed ayahuasca and datura. That is in charge of Earth right now. And I just happen to be a general of those forces, a general of the plant kingdom. And they told me, I'm going to make this point again, underneath in the description below you find everything. They told me, Steve, you have to ask for help. And these are the sort of things that are not easy for me to do. I do everything for free. I share everything for free because I love doing what I'm doing. I love putting my time, my attention, my energy, my everything, my 13 years of research, my information alchemy, my talents, my teaching talents, everything. I never went into school. I was at university. I'm a taught teacher. I could be teaching at schools. I'm nowhere near schools because I'm here to end the way the schools have been run. I need to end that. Tasked to do that. Real teaching. Coming back through the plant medicine, through me. And I do all of that for free. The Gnostic Takeover will always stay for free. All I need is your help listening to this. If you get the calling and you can help us with a donation or become a Patreon supporter, please do so. If you can't and it's not the right time right now, do not worry one bit. Do not feel any guilt. All right, this is not about guilt tripping. This is just for me as an honest member of mankind, a real man, asking for help when he needs help. That's all. But no one has to be guilty if you can't make it right now. You'll always be welcome here, and you don't have to worry about one thing. It's all just meant as an expression that we all help together and make this possible together, because the Gnostic Takeover happens because we choose that it happens. I don't hope that it's going to happen. I make the choice every day that it happens. We're going to be walking in to the Vatican with the Pope looking at us. And that's where everyone will understand why he went on record. And you can look this up. Why Gnosticism is very dangerous. Yeah, you can bet your fucking ass, Pope, that Gnosticism is dangerous, because we'll walk into the Vatican, because that is our building. It's my property. I claim it. You, demonically possessed, had it as your possession. Doesn't belong to you, jackass. Fucking Pope, pedo fucking idiot. You joke? Your network is nothing? I will tell you right in your face that you're a pedophile, nothing, and your entire network is nothing, and the church is nothing but bullshit, and you know it. And I'll send you right to the gates of hell. Because I have full authority to do so. Because you don't live on a criminal system anymore that runs under your joke, pathetic ideology of Catholicism or whatever ism. You live on a living, sentient presence of a planet, you jackass. And that planet is kicking your ass out. And I have every right to swear like that because these people are filth. No one can do anything for me. No one can come close to me, and I can speak like that because I am outside of the boundaries of the matrix. And I'm not someone to just be all Buddhist-like and like, oh, be all calm and we'll find a way. No, first I'm going to tell all of them that they're jackasses. And that will be my childhood healing for all of the jokes that they do in their bullshit ceremonies, in their bullshit churches, where they just perform Satanism, but a light version of it. Sick. And the whole plant kingdom has had enough of you and your bullshit. We'll do real ceremonies. It's called ayahuasca. It's called datura. It's called all of the great plant intelligence that we have. We're going to get very creative with that. So yeah, I want to go a little bit deeper about the aspect of why I am outside of the matrix. It's a pretty amazing statement to make. Well, what's your proof? Well, first of all, I'm taking down a pedo-satanic criminal network, and they've not killed me yet, have they? They've tried to come close to me, but they didn't really get to me. Why is that? Why is that? It is because I know how reality works. And I know how to protect myself. That's why. And I know about the field that informs these agents better than they do. They don't know about the field of Wetiko as much as I do. The reason, one of the most deepest reasons of why they can't touch me is because I understand that the Matrix is a learning program that is orchestrated by forces of ultimate power like ayahuasca and datura. It's a learning program. And that's why, instead of blaming any agents of Wetiko, and I like to call them out for their bullshit. And I like to be a little bit over the top with that because that's how I am. I'm fiery, I'm fire, element of fire. Like datura. However, I do not underestimate that enemy. I know the enemy. And I know when I learn from my encounters with the enemy, knowing that they serve a learning lesson for me, I transform the emotions of hate that I have for them. I transform the emotions of fear. I transform the emotions of guilt. I transform the emotions of sadness. I transform that in my heart space. And therefore, Wetiko and agents of Wetiko like the Pope serve as a catalyst, a trigger to my Merkaba activation, the upright pyramid and the downward pyramid together. I use them. I don't let them abuse me, because I use them as a teacher. Knowing that the Pope, for example, and the High Priest of Satanism, they're only aspects of my shadow, because it's all one holistic field in the end, and in the end, all paradoxes may be reconciled. And in the place where I am right now, outside of the matrix, I know that all paradoxes eventually are reconciled. However, that's up for every individual to make their own experience. So yeah, there's some powerful things happening and powerful teachings taking place. Just looking through who's here today. Right, we have 14 people. That's lovely. Thanks for everyone being on here. Yeah, I just wanted to hop on because we had a really good day actually today. Like, really solid day. Like, I feel totally free. Like, really no anxiety or having to unhack hacks. There were no hacks actually today, which is why I'm feeling pretty secure right now, because I know what's going down. I know what's happening here right now. It's powerful. It's really powerful. And the next thing that's going to happen is Errol and Leonie are going to come out and going to rejoin us, because that's the way things work. So the learning lesson, I'm integrating the learning lesson, and then they're back with us. That's as simple as is. And yeah, we had a really good day today. Powerful insights also coming in that I can't share with you right now. And just before, like an hour before I started with the live stream, me and Liz did a meditation together, which was very powerful. And that meditation made some strong feelings come up of despair and sort of like uneasiness, because something was coming from the unconscious into the conscious, and I was feeling uneasy. And so I used that opportunity to just come online here and speak with the community, just also record this for everyone to watch also later. and just be honest that we need your help right now here. So everyone who's listening to this, I'll be uploading this, and yeah, if you can, please help with a financial donation or become a Patreon supporter. And the rest I give to the source, because I still have that I feel, yeah, I feel like I shouldn't be asking, but that's why it's probably a learning lesson for me to just ask. And as I said, if someone can't give at the moment, it's not an easy time, obviously, for all of us. And yeah, it's that right now I just not only need the support that we have on the community here, but also financial support, because the Gnostic takeover is about to get very, very big. Very big. Huge. Ultimate. You know who's in charge of all things on this planet now? It's the plant medicine. It's the medicine that we freed from the field of Wetiko. That's why we took a hit. And them taking Errol, because they freaked out. That's what is truly running things. It's the plant medicine. And the plant medicine told me to ask for help today. For this period now. Because in a few months' time, I don't know when things are going to kick off. In a few months' time, we won't need that financial support anymore. I just have that trust in the community, because the community has made all of this possible, that we were even able to go somewhere else and heal the trauma that happened, where we could have lost everything. Took Leonie. We could have lost everything, but we didn't. Why? Because we made the choice that we are the power. And now we're stronger than we've ever been. I've never been as strong as that. The principle of leverage. I'm going to be speaking about that in a video to come. It's all about the principle of leverage. I transformed that energy. I transformed that attack to more power and self-empowerment. And that will lead to the freedom of Errol and the freedom of Leonie. And then the Gnostic takeover will go absolutely huge. Because the plant medicine wants this message out. Because the alternative fake media don't want to cover the Gnostic takeover. There's a big cap on that, and this is the calm before the storm. We're going to go very big this year. A lot of things are going to happen this year. I've got a lot to share with you. It's going to be massive, however. Right now, we need your help. Be thankful to receive your help. And that will make all the difference. So I'm going to wrap it up here right now. This is so beautiful that this is coming together now. Because I don't have any hope. I don't do hope. I just know. I just know. With the beginning of the new cycle of creation, all right, the spring equinox, And the first week that we went through, spring equinox was on the 21st. On the 27th of March, I faced the energy of death, the whole fear coming up and me transforming that. And since then, I've been integrating more and I feel more powerful than ever. And because of that, Errol is going to come back, because Errol was gone for a while in order for me to come into my power. Just the same as Leonie was gone and is now coming back, because that served to put Liz into her power. This is how true shamanic initiation works. And you don't blame Wetiko, you don't blame the network for what happened, because you sit as leverage of learning that it is. That's true empowerment. This is what we share here. So I hope this is helpful for everyone, and we'd be so happy to have your support. Thank you to everyone. Till next time, take very good care. Much love to all of you. Bye-bye.